Welcome to Vintage Wheels Chronicles. In this video, we will tell you about 3 legendary retro cars that became icons of design and left their mark on history. Today, you'll learn about the futuristic Citroën DS, the iconic Volkswagen Type 2, and the powerful Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. Let's dive into the world of classics and find out why these cars won the hearts of millions. The Citroën DS is a car that not only made history, but also changed the very essence of automotive design and engineering. First presented to the public at the Paris Motor Show in 1955, the DS created a real sensation. Never before had a car combined such an innovative approach to technology with bold, futuristic design. French engineer André Lefebvre and Italian sculptor Flaminio Bertoni were behind the creation of the DS. Lefebvre, with a background in aviation, approached the design of the car from an unusual perspective for the time. He strived to create a car that would be as aerodynamic, light, and technologically advanced at the same time. Bertoni put his creative soul into the project, turning the DS into a true work of art. One of the key design elements of the DS was its low, streamlined body. The car was immediately striking due to its unusual shape. Flowing lines, narrow headlights reminiscent of reptile eyes, and wide but elegant rear fenders created an image of a car from the future. The body of the car was so aerodynamic that it greatly reduced air resistance and improved handling at high speeds. While most cars of the time looked angular and heavy, the DS looked like something that was ahead of its time. However, it wasn't just the DS's looks that were striking. The Citroën DS was full of innovative technical solutions that made it one of the most advanced cars of its time. One of the main features of the DS was the high-drop pneumatic suspension system developed by Paul Mauger. This system allowed the car to float above the road, providing incredible ride comfort. While other cars were prone to shaking and vibrations on rough roads, the DS literally glided over them, making it feel like you were riding on a cushion of air. The suspension was not only comfortable, but also adaptive. The driver could adjust the height of the vehicle depending on road conditions. This was particularly useful on rural roads, where the vehicle could be raised to overcome obstacles, and on highways, where the reduced height improved aerodynamics and stability. This system also allowed the driver to change a tire without using a jack, simply by raising one side of the car with a suspension adjustment. The innovations didn't end with the suspension. The DS was the first production car to feature disc brakes, which greatly improved its braking performance over the drum brakes that were the standard at the time. This made the car not only safer, but also emphasized its technological superiority. The DS's interior was as revolutionary as its technical stuffing. The interior was dominated by flowing shapes and minimalism, creating a feeling of spaciousness and modernity. The dashboard was pushed to the center, freeing up space in front of the driver and making the controls more intuitive. Interior lighting was soft, and materials were of high quality, emphasizing the car's status as a premium model. The single-spoke steering wheel was another unique design element. Not only did it look unusual, but it also improved the view of the instruments, making driving more comfortable. The DS seats were wide and soft, providing maximum comfort for passengers on long journeys. The interior was designed to create a feeling of coziness and safety, while emphasizing the innovative spirit of the car. The car's power in its early versions was provided by a 1.9-liter engine that produced 75 horsepower. While this doesn't seem impressive by today's standards, combined with the lightweight body and advanced chassis, the DS was quite a dynamic car. In later versions, the engine was upgraded and power was increased to 109 horsepower, making the DS even more competitive in the marketplace. The steering system deserves a special mention. The Citroën DS utilized a hydraulic system that made the car much easier to steer. This system, along with front-wheel drive, made the DS easy and pleasant to drive, especially on narrow European roads. The DS was also the first production car to have front wheels that could change angle when turning, making steering even more precise and predictable. The DS is often associated with French President Charles de Gaulle, who favored this car for official travel. The DS played an important role in his life. In 1962, when de Gaulle was assassinated, His Citroën DS, despite damaged tires, was able to save the president and his family by continuing to drive with incredible stability. The DS was also a favorite car of directors and filmmakers, often appearing in movies and TV series. Its looks and technological superiority made it an ideal choice for roles that required a car that epitomized modernity and progress. Volkswagen Type 2, T1 legend on wheels and symbol of freedom. The Volkswagen Type 2, also known as the VW Bus Combi Microbus, or in Europe as the Transporter, is one of the most recognizable and iconic vehicles in history. First introduced in 1950, this vehicle became not just a means of transportation, but a symbol of an entire era, reflecting the spirit of freedom, adventure, and counterculture. The idea for the Volkswagen Type 2 came from Franz Dors, then head of Volkswagen. After World War II, the company was looking to rebuild and expand its vehicle lineup. The inspiration for the Type 2 was the American Chevrolet Advanced Design van, which was extremely popular. Dors wanted to create a European counterpart that would combine functionality and affordability. Work on the project began in 1948 under the direction of designer Ludwig Ock. As a result, a car with a unique layout was born: a rear engine, front-wheel drive, and a spacious body. The first version, known as the T1, was officially introduced to the public in 1950. The Volkswagen Type 2 had a unique design that immediately set it apart from other cars. Its rectangular body, round headlights, and distinctive rear end with a large door made it easily recognizable. The rear engine design allowed for greater interior space and high road stability. One of the key features of the T1 was its flexibility. The vehicle could be used as a passenger van, truck, or even a camper. Sliding doors and the ability to reconfigure the interior made it ideal for a variety of purposes, from family travel to commercial use. The Volkswagen Type 2 quickly gained popularity not only in Europe, but around the world. In the 1960s, it became a symbol of hippie culture and the peace and love movement. It was often used as a mobile home at festivals, traveling around the US and other countries. Its bright, colorful design and spacious interior made it a favorite of young people seeking freedom and independence. In addition, the VW bus played an important role in the musical culture of the time. Many rock bands used it as rehearsal bases or symbols of their style. The car became an integral part of the lifestyle, associated with traveling, discovering new horizons, and a collective spirit. The first version of the Volkswagen Type 2 T1 was powered by a 1.2-liter air-cooled four-cylinder engine producing about 30 horsepower. Despite its modest output, the car was known for its reliability and durability. Front-wheel drive provided good handling, while the rear engine helped to distribute weight evenly, which improved road stability. The Type 2 was available in a variety of modifications, including short-bodied CB and long-bodied CK versions, to meet the needs of both commercial and personal users. Subsequent models introduced comfort and safety improvements such as front doors, reinforced body structures, and modernized braking systems. Over time, Volkswagen continued to develop the Type 2 model with various generations, including the T3 Vanagon, T4, T5, and T6. Each new generation brought its own improvements in design, performance, and functionality, while maintaining the recognizable style and spirit of the original. Today, the Volkswagen Type 2 is one of the most sought-after classic cars among collectors and retro car enthusiasts. Its popularity is not only due to its historical significance, but also its unique design and cultural heritage. Many owners invest heavily in the restoration of their cars, restoring them to their original condition or adapting them to modern standards of comfort and safety. Interesting facts about the Volkswagen Type 2. The Type 2 was originally designed as a commercial vehicle for cargo and passenger transportation. However, its versatility quickly caught the attention of a wide audience, leading to mass production in various versions. Early versions of the T1 sometimes used homemade campers, converted passenger vans with beds and kitchens, which made them popular with travelers and camping enthusiasts. The Volkswagen Type 2 was produced not only in Germany, but also in other countries including the Netherlands, Poland, South Africa, and Australia. The VW bus has appeared in numerous movies, television series, and music videos. One of the most famous appearances is the movie Ferdinand, 2017, where the vehicle played an important role. In the 1960s, the VW bus became a symbol of the environmental movement and protests against the Vietnam War. Its use as a mobile headquarters and gathering place for activists emphasized its status as a symbol of peace and love. Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, 1963. The third-generation Corvette, known as the C2, revolutionized the automobile industry and became an icon of American design and engineering. This car symbolizes the era of the 1960s when automobile manufacturers were striving for new horizons in design and performance. The Corvette Stingray was the result of a close collaboration between several prominent personalities in the automotive industry, and every aspect of its design exemplified innovation and daring. The story of the Corvette Stingray begins with the vision of Zora Arkus Duntov, who is considered the father of the Corvette. Zora, who was born in Belgium and moved to the United States in the 1950s, was an engineer with a passion for motorsports. He joined Chevrolet in 1953 and began working to improve the performance of the Corvette, which at the time was struggling with sales due to a lack of power and sportiness. Under his leadership, a new approach to Corvette design and engineering was developed, and the result was the Stingray. The Corvette Stingray C2 debuted in 1963 and immediately created a sensation with its revolutionary design and impressive performance. One of the car's key features was a new chassis that improved handling and road holding. The Stingray was the first Corvette to be offered in coupe and convertible body styles. The coupe version in particular featured the famous split rear window, which became one of the C2's most recognizable design elements. This unique design element was developed by General Motors chief designer Bill Mitchell, who was inspired by the lines of predatory fish and sharks, hence the name Stingray. The split rear window gave the car an aggressive and dynamic look, emphasizing its sporty character. However, this decision caused controversy within the company. Some engineers, including Zora Arkus Duntov, criticized it for impairing the visibility of the rear view. As a result, already in 1964, the divided window was replaced by a solid one, which makes the original 1963 models particularly valuable among collectors. Under the hood of the Stingray, there was real power. As standard, the car was powered by a 5.4-liter V8 engine that produced 250 horsepower. For those who craved even more power, there were versions with more powerful engines, including a 360 horsepower unit with fuel injection. This engine allowed the car to accelerate to 60 miles per hour in less than 6 seconds, an outstanding result for the time. In addition, the Stingray had independent rear suspension, an innovation for the Corvette. This innovation greatly improved handling and made the car more stable in corners, especially at high speeds. This combination of power, handling, and unique design made the Corvette Stingray a favorite among car enthusiasts and professional racers alike. The interior of the Corvette Stingray was not neglected either. High-quality materials were used inside the car, and the interior design reflected the same aggressiveness and sportiness as the exterior. The driver's seat was low, making it feel like you were in a race car. The dashboard was functional and intuitive, with a centrally located tachometer and additional gauges that allowed the driver to monitor the car's performance. The 1963 Corvette Stingray not only looked fast, but it was also designed for racing. General Motors was heavily involved in racing, and the Corvette often competed in events such as the 24 Hours of Le Mans and Sebring. The C2 model brought the Corvette several victories in various races, further cementing its reputation as a true sports car. However, in 1963, General Motors banned its divisions from participating in motorsports, which led to the creation of private racing teams that continued to use the Corvette Stingray to compete. The car also played an important role in pop culture. The Corvette Stingray frequently appeared in movies, television shows, and music videos, which only added to its iconic status. Its athletic lines and aggressive look made it the perfect choice for protagonists and anti-heroes, associating it with rebellion and the desire for speed. Today, the 1963 Corvette Stingray is a coveted item for retro car collectors. Models with the original split rear window are especially prized and can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. The car retains its appeal due to its unique design and outstanding performance, making it sought after at auctions and car shows. Thanks for watching Vintage Wheels Chronicles. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more classic car stories. See you next time.